Well, hello there and good night to you all. So, I planned to do this video yesterday during the day, but I kind of got quite busy day, so I was not able to do my review uh, for the fairy tale chapter. So now I kind of decided to do my small review for fairy tale chapter 379 entitled Tartarus Arc Part 3 King of Hades. So basically, um, this chapter kind of continues the last one, and we go again to the situation after Wendy and Charles destroyed Fate and render Fate useless, and we get immediately to the other fights that are going on, and we go to the fight with Natsu, Lucy, Happy against Franvolt, using the soul of Hades, and they continue struggling. Uh, Franvolt kinda has the upper hand during the fight, and eventually he kinda decides to use uh, the power of Hades, the Amaterasu forms, and he almost defeat Natsu, Wendy, and Epi. After that, he kinda decides to absorb their souls, and basically he kinda tries to suck them in, and eventually Natsu tries to give a speech to encourage Lucy and Happy, and at the same time he says that he cannot go down because until we meet Ignil again, uh, nothing will make him going down. Eventually, each of them continue to think of something that they need to do in this world, or they want to do in this world. In the case of Natsu, he is meeting Ignil. In the case of Happy, is Fish and Charles. That's quite that's interesting. That's just funny. And in the case of Lucy, she thinks of the guild, she thinks of her friends, and eventually she comes to the realization that what she wants is to make the celestial spirits free, and she does not want them to be absorbed by Frontal. So she kinda says she breaks the contract with Taurus and then with Aries. And when she broke the first contract, Frontvolt was kind of sucked in into the celestial spirit world. Then he kind of released the soul energy of Taurus and of Aries, and then Lucy is quite smart, very smart. She says she releases Natsu from the contract, and in a moment of hesitation, Franvolt kind of releases Natsu, thinking thinking that he is also a celestial spirit and he could be absorbed by the celestial spirit world. Then Natsu takes the adventure to counterattack, and eventually does not use magics but grabs a great huge boulder of debris of the castle of Tartarus and kind of throws that at Franval, basically defeating him. And with the defeat of Franval, all the souls that he absorbed were released. One of the souls that is absorbed is Hades, that we see near the end of the chapter, kind of giving a message. In I think he is a spirit, so he kind of gives a message to Natsu and Wendy that now he will release the light, and he tells them to say that to Makarov. Um, I think that what he's referring, because in other scanlation the sense of the phrase is different. I think what he wants to say is that now is the time for Makarov to release that special power, whatever, that is in the basement of the guild, and that power or that situation will now be needed in this situation. I think that's what's the meaning behind the situation, I guess. Other part of the chapter that is kind of interesting, even if for a short amount of time, is that Urza and Kyoka continues to battle, and eventually Kyoka, after perceiving that phase activated, but the power or the magic powers of Urza continues, Kyoka kind of I will not say forfeits the battle, but she kind of withdraw from battle, and as Erza intends to pursue her, but at the same time Kyoka kind of says, I will not deal with you, but there are other person that will deal with you. And then we see Minerva appearing, and now calls himself now Minerva, and she says that she will give a sample of his power to Earth. And basically these are the three aspects, the three main situations that happened in this chapter. First, the fight between Wendy, Natsu, and Happy against Franval ended. Thanks to Lucy. Then we have Kyoka withdrawing and being her place being taken by Minerva, and now will be a fight between Minerva and Urza. And at the same time, it kind of gives the hint that there's a chance, in my opinion, that that secret, that fairy tale possess, or that Makarov, at the time he showed to Guildarts when he was guildmaster for 1 or 2 days. I guess that this secret, or our power, will now be important on the future of the story. I think that those are mainly the three important aspects of this chapter. So that's it. Hope you enjoy the video. Again, sorry for being a little late. So that's it. Stay well, peace, and see you soon.